everyone, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, welcome to my channel. My name is Marina. I'm a certified lash tech based in Toronto, Canada, and I like making lashing videos. Before I start all my videos, I like to put a disclaimer out there that all the tips and tricks that I'm sharing with you guys are completely methods and techniques that work for me. In no way, shape, or form am I saying this is the only way to do lash extensions. So I encourage everybody to continue learning through different articles, courses, and videos, because methods that could work for me might not work for you. However, I'm trying to create an avenue of learning, so if I could help you guys in some way, please let me know in the comment sections and I'll try to answer any questions. So getting into the set today, we have a hybrid cat eye set. And this is using 0.15 classic lashes and 0.05 fans. We are using D and double D curl. Now, this set came out looking a little bit like a volume set, and as you can tell just from looking at my client's eyelashes, she has very full, thick lashes. So this set did definitely take a long time. And this is because when I do any of my hybrid sets, I do 50-50. I do 50% fans, 50% classic lashes. What I realized prior to COVID, I totally forgot about my method because it was a while since I had someone with such dense lashes to do a hybrid set on, that I used to actually not do 50-50 of the fans and the classic lashes. I would actually alternate and do more of like, for every fan, I would place 3 classic lashes. And this was to show that, you know, everybody's lashes are very different, so like one client's lashes isn't gonna look like the other person, so you have to kind of alternate how you are going to be lashing in accordance to your client's lashes. And what I failed to figure out was that this client had so many lashes that, of course, if I did 50-50, it was gonna look a lot more dense than someone who has lashes like mine, where my eyelashes, they're not that thick. They're also not very long either, and I don't really have that many layers. So doing a 50-50 look on me would definitely look like a normal hybrid set. However, for her, she looked like she had a volume set. The thing is though, at the end of the day, the only thing that I really care about is about customer satisfaction. So she was completely fine with her set, and so thank God, because I've had a client once where I did her eyelashes and when she looked in the mirror, she was like, oh my God, it is really full, a little too full for her liking. And I actually had to sit her back down, reapply the under eye pads and tape, and remove some fans because it was just too much. And when that happens, it can suck because, you know, you might have to push back the next client that you have if you have a back-to-back schedule. So you always want to avoid those types of situations. I was lucky in this particular situation, but not so lucky that prior one. So that's why also talking to your clients, and even if you want to get them to send you a picture of their eyelashes or their natural lashes, that's always really smart to do so you can kind of navigate what you're going to be doing when it comes to these sets. So the tip number 1 that I would say is don't do 50-50, you know, like this client here, she has so many eyelashes. I'd put maybe 2 classic lashes in between each fan, or maybe even 3. This is because a hybrid set is supposed to be in between the volume and classic. It should not turn out looking so dense, which you will see at the very end of this video. I forgot to use my professional camera, so it's just my iPhone quality, but I managed to get a video of the final completed look, and you will be able to see that it is fairly thick, a lot more thick than normal hybrid sets should look. And also, I find that with a lot of hybrid sets, a lot of the reasons a lot of clients like a hybrid set is for that nice, a little bit of like that wispy light look. It's a little bit feathery, if that makes sense. And so if I was to do this all over again, I would definitely use 3 classic lashes in between each fan, and this will give that nice kind of feathery, wispy, not even really wispy, more feathery and light rather than so dense, because I really don't think that hybrid sets should look this dense. Or what I could also do if I wanted to do the 50-50 method, I would probably go back and make 4D fans rather than using like 10D. Because she had so many lashes, I was just thinking that, yeah, I can make any size fan I want and her lashes could definitely hold it. But it kind of worked against me because, of course, this set ended up looking way too thick. The second little tip that I would like to put out there is that hybrid sets are known for their wispiness. So if you want to add different lengths to add texture, by all means, go ahead. I'm not talking about a spiky textured look like in my other videos. I'm not talking about like a strip lash look. I'm just saying to add a little bit of wispiness, make fans that are a little bit different in length and place them side by side. It gives a tiny bit of texture while still giving that nice hybrid feel. I find that a lot of hybrid sets turn out kind of looking wispy anyway because the classic lashes mixed in with those fans add some bit of texture, and that's honestly one of the reasons I love hybrid sets. So feel free to kind of play around with those types of methods. However, if you want it very orderly and very singular looking, clean lines, make sure to not alternate sizes at all, because when you do that, then obviously that is when you'll start getting a lot of texture around the ends of the lashes. So also talk to your client, because some clients don't care at all. Like, I know my client wouldn't really care what I did with this hybrid set, but some people are very particular, so I would say communicate that. But a lot of hybrid sets do turn out wispy, so feel free to add maybe a few longer fans next to like really short ones, and that will create some really nice texture. And my last and third tip would be to, sporadically lash. So there's different ways to do lash extensions. Some people focus on one eye first and then they do the other eye. Some people go inner corner, like me. This is what I do. I go inner corner, outer corner, and I kind of work in a circle. And this circle method is really satisfying to me and helps keep everything even and symmetrical on both eyes. This is why I do that. But I have seen other videos and watched a lot of Lash With Me videos, mainly because I just find them very relaxing. But I have seen other content creators and lash artists sporadically lash. And what I mean by sporadically is that they place fans randomly throughout the eye. So they'll map out where roughly these fans are supposed to go, and then they'll apply all the fans first, and then after they're done applying all the fans, then they'll go ahead and apply the classic lashes. I actually was taught this type of lashing when I took my lash course, but like I said, sometimes the techniques that some people might teach you just doesn't work for you, and that's totally okay. And it didn't work for me. I don't really like that because to me, it doesn't end up looking symmetrical. But going back to that wispiness, that textured look, that's perfect for that, because it does add a little bit of texture. Because sometimes, when you're adding fans sporadically throughout the eye, you don't really remember exactly where you're putting it. So it can kind of come out looking a little bit like feathery, wispy, textured, the deal. So if your client is okay with that, go ahead and do that. Or if you are really good at like lash mapping and kind of like sporadically lashing, but still in an orderly fashion, that's great too. But for me, it just doesn't work out because I'm very particular about how I like my sets to turn out. And if it doesn't turn out the way that I envisioned it in my head, I will definitely get a little bit upset and be a little hard on myself. So that's just something to keep in mind. I have done the sporadic lashing in the past where I kind of map out where all the lengths should go by applying one eyelash in between like clusters of, I guess, eye space. So like in terms of mapping, I would map out the lengths using the fans, not drawing it on the under iPad. I hope that makes sense, but that was something I was experimenting for a little bit. It definitely helps with lash time. So if you can't lash every single eyelash, that is a really great method because it won't look so empty and you won't have like empty patches. Like if I stopped lashing at this very moment in this video, she would leave with huge gaps in her eye. So sporadic lashing is awesome if you are in a rush, you need to, you know, fix that speed, but at the end of the day, you don't know how it's going to really turn out for eye. So just be very cautious when it comes to doing like sporadic lashing like that. But like I said before, in a case of an emergency, that's probably like the best way to lash, because if for some odd reason my client needed to leave at that very moment and I did sporadic lashing, she probably would have left looking fine. But if she left, you know, looking like this, she would look kind of crazy. So obviously at the end of the day, you know, pick what works for you or what you feel comfortable with. I might try sporadic lashing again, and maybe I'll do like a whole lash with me video trying sporadic lashing for maybe like the second time. But again, it's not really my cup of tea, but you know, it works for some people. And yeah, so that kind of concludes like my little tips for hybrid sets. Hybrid sets are really finicky because some people will be like, oh, well, why doesn't my hybrid set look like that? Remember, gotta communicate to your clients. Someone's eyelashes compared to your eyelashes are always going to be different. We all have different layers. So enjoy the rest of this video. I didn't end up getting the kind of the end of this set because my camera died, and that's also why I used my phone. But you know, if you have any questions, or you know, you want to let me know anything, leave a comment below. I really appreciate the engagement, and people have been really sweet on all my videos so far, so it's been really exciting. And thank you guys so much for supporting this channel. It is constantly growing, and I'm trying to give you guys some more tutorial based videos so that I can actually help you guys out. Sometimes my videos might be redundant. I might have multiple videos of the same topic, but that's just because, just like everyone else, I'm still learning too, so I might adjust certain methods and techniques in order to kind of grow and learn. And yeah, so that concludes my video. I post every Sunday around 6:15. If you were new here, it would mean the world to me if you would subscribe and hit that like button. All the engagement helps. And I hope you guys have a wonderful start to the week tomorrow. Bye, guys.